Teenage boy suspected of getting infected with the deadly amoeba in Charlotte County. The family says the boy was swimming in the water before he got really sick. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Earl.
And I'm Nadine Yanis. Now, test results from the CDC show the 13-year-old is not infected with a freshwater amoeba. However, doctors are still running under the impression that he could still have it. So Fox 4's Caitlin Knapp has been digging into this story for the last 2 weeks now to give you the most accurate information with a public health concern like this. Caitlin, what have you learned new since 5 today?
Well, I'm still waiting to see if health officials reveal where in Charlotte County this boy went swimming, but no one has responded yet. And while the CDC told me late today that it's unlikely their test would result in a false negative, the boy's family can only wait to see whether the treatment works for what a disease test said the child doesn't have.
The amoeba is called Naegleria fowleri, and the CDC says it occurs naturally in fresh and brackish water. Becoming infected is extremely rare, but it can happen. Lee Health says a 13-year-old boy came to Golisano Children's Hospital on July 9th with hallucinations, a severe headache, and a high fever, mirroring an infection's symptoms. Doctors sent test samples to the CDC the next day. We started asking about this around July 18th, and the CDC told me they're looking into it. On July 23rd, this statement from Charlotte County declaring there were no confirmed cases, later echoed by the Department of Health and the CDC. Today, I received a statement from Lee Health after they declined to comment earlier this week. The statement says the test for the amoeba came back negative, and the test for the disease caused by the amoeba, inconclusive. Despite that, doctors believe he could still have it and are treating him for it. Lee Health says it's because of the child's, quote, symptoms, his reported recent exposure to brackish water, and his clinical course.
Again, this infection is extremely rare, and here are the numbers to show you just how deadly it is. Now, the CDC says since 1962, only 154 people have been infected and 4 have survived. The fatality rate is 97%, and most people die from the infection after 3 to 10 days. Now, Chris and Nadine, the boy remains in the intensive care unit at Golisano's. Tomorrow will mark 20 days since he entered the hospital. Live in studio, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.
Thank you for that update, Caitlin.